Hello, I am Shaughnessy. This is the Astro report for January 2018. And this report is going to be based on your rising sign or your ascendant or your first house. And you can go to my website if you don't have your chart to find out what your rising sign is. This is not sun sign astrology. So I want to be clear on that. So this is based on your ascendant, your first house, whatever you want to call it, your rising sign, astrology. So I'm going to start right in with Aries rising, and then I'll go through to Pisces. So if you have Aries rising, this is going to be a time where you're going to go through major changes in your career, or you're thinking about changing your career. It's, is your career real satisfying for you? You might want to consider what is it you really love to do, because now is the time to make the changes. If you're looking for a loan, this is a good time to get a loan at this point. It's other people's resources, not your own resources. It could be inheritance, it could be settlements in the courts, whatever. But it's more other people's resources right now for you. And it can also be communicating with the other side. So you could find that you're a medium, and you could be communicating more strongly with your loved ones or higher ascended masters, whatever you want to, whoever you want to communicate with. That's getting stronger now, and your intuition is stronger. So pay attention to your intuition now. You're going to be changing your, if you haven't already, you're going to be changing your personality, how you show yourself to the world. Maybe get a new haircut, changing the way you dress, but it's how you present yourself to the world. You make major changes with. So that's it for you, Aries, today. I'm going to jump to Taurus. So if you're Taurus rising, then I want to ask you, have you written that book yet that you're supposed to write, or that you've always wanted to write? The planets are lining up to support you in that. So you have what it takes. Or is it songwriting? Is it poetry? Is it painting? But it's about getting things published right now. Also, your relationships are being highlighted right now. So Mars, fiery Mars is there with Jupiter. So Jupiter is expansion. Mars is a little aggressive. So you're going to see that in your relationships, how you play that out. Also, you might want to consider looking into getting into some spiritual groups or organizations, working with people on a spiritual level. Gemini rising, Gemini ascendant, Gemini first house. So I really would like to see you emphasize on healthy eating and taking care of what needs to be taken care of health-wise, but it also affects your daily routine. So that is going to be expanding. So you're going to have more energy, and it's going to be busier for you. So you need to keep up with your health and your nutrition so that you continue with the energy that you're expanding out. Also, you're going to be more communicative in your relationships. And you have Mercury there. Mercury is the messages, it's communication. So having that in your relationship house, you're going to be more talkative. So find your voice, say what needs to be said in your relationships. The 8th house is really being highlighted right now. So if you are needing a loan, this would be a time to get it. It can be inheritances, it can be taxes, tax season's coming up. And again, it's also communicating with the other side. Your career, you're kind of wanting to change, but you don't know, it's fuzzy. So I wouldn't suggest doing major changes. Just think about the changes you would like to make. What is the real career that you want that would make you happy? And the other thing is also be inspired by getting involved in groups and organizations also. Cancer rising, Cancerians rising. The aspect for you is that's being highlighted right now is your creativity. So if you are a painter or a writer, whatever you do creatively, you're going to be inspired. It's going to be expanded upon, and give it energy. Start journaling, start writing, painting, whatever you like to do creatively, start doing that. Your relationships are really going to be super expanded. You're going to have a lot of energy there. They're going to be changing. That's why if you really focus on writing or painting or something, that's going to help you express maybe what's going on with relationships that will help you get to solutions, because they're definitely in a major change right now. You are, with that creativity, you have getting your spiritual truths out through your writing would be an area to focus on if you're not sure what you're supposed to write about. Changes in career. Your career is, it's almost going to be lightning bolt changes. They're going to be quick. They're going to be sudden. You're not going to see that it's coming. And just be prepared that you don't resist the changes too much, because then it starts getting a little tense for you. The Leo rising, your area is your home. So your home is expanding and it can be a little more aggressive. It's also going to be, you could have people moving in, people moving out. So definitely changes in the home. You could actually be moving yourself. Your creativity, you have a way of expressing yourself very creatively. It's also with working with children, that you have a way to, will be good with communicating with children right now. Your health, please, I have to emphasize, take care of your health. Are you eating properly? Are you getting the nutrition that you need? Also, your day-to-day routine is going to also change drastically. You're going through a lot of changes there. There's going to be a lot of restrictions. If you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, you could be susceptible to accidents, like in the home, also. So that will force you to, so really, if you're being nudged to do something, do it. Don't resist it, because I would hate it to be forced upon you. Not saying it has to be that way. So really pay attention to the changes you're supposed to be making. Your guidance, your intuition is stronger right now. In fact, you could be hearing your guidance a little stronger. So that's why I'm saying pay attention to it and go with it. Virgos. Virgos are in a huge creative spurt, communicating creatively. So I would really suggest finding new ways to express your creativity. If you're a painter, try sculpting. If you're a writer, try theater, try songwriting, try something different than what you normally do creatively. If you aren't using your creativity, start looking for ways to express it and take a class, take a painting class, whatever you're interested. I don't care if it's even just knitting, but start being creative, because that puts your mind in a certain creative mode and keeps your mind busy, so then you can hear your guidance much clearer right now. It's also a time that you might be around children more. So there might be children coming into your life right now. Relationship-wise, I would not really, unless it's a true spiritual relationship, I wouldn't start anything real serious right now, because you're not seeing that other person clearly. So I would suggest kind of just keeping things light if you're starting a relationship for right now. And unless you're both really spiritually connected and have done your spiritual work. Otherwise, you're just not going to see that other person as they truly are right now. The other thing is you could get unexpected income. Right now, it could be an inheritance, any kind of settlement, big tax return, something you weren't expecting. So, and you don't see it coming. So it could be, again, like a lightning strike change for you with other people's resources. Libra rising. Your self-worth and the way you make money is expanding, and you have the energy. So if you've had some ideas that you wanted to incorporate on how to make money doing something different, this isn't a career change, but it's how you value yourself. So if you don't feel your boss is valuing you, this might be a good time to ask for a raise also. The other area for you is major changes in your home. So it could be an actual move, again, people moving in, people moving out, but it's almost like the old way of living needs to change, and now is the time to make that change. You have 4 planets right now telling you that there needs to be changes in the home. The relationship sector might be a little, either you could have inspiration of changing your relationships, or it could mean some change, relationships are needing to end that are not good for you. So really evaluate all your relationships, not just intimate, but friends, you know, are they really, is it balanced? Is it serving you? So consider all different kinds of relationships, and some are toxic. And you have to let go of toxic relationships if they're not improving at all, because it's just going to keep you down. And right now you need to stay up. So, Scorpio rising. Your personality is going to be changing. People are going to say, who is that person, before they actually see the new you. So your personality is expanding, going through some changes, how you present yourself to others. So it could be a total change of how you dress, how you express yourself. Everything is expanding. It can also be that you're gaining weight too. So watch, try to eat a little more healthier. If you are in communications, or if you have wanted to write a book, now is the time to do it. You have all this energy that you want to express. So your personal truths, and you have a lot of wisdom from other lifetimes. You're a healer, you're a psychic. Start putting notes down. Start thinking about that book that you've been asked to write, either by always wanting to, always have that small voice telling you, you know, to do this healing work or to do the spiritual work. Right now, everything is lined up to help you with that. You're going to get sudden bursts of inspiration, and you also, it could be sudden changes in your health. So again, you are one that needs to take care of your health too, and start eating healthy. Get more of the fruits and vegetables if you haven't been. The Sagittarius rising, your self-worth is going through a huge change. You have 4 planets hitting off that right now. And so how you make money is going through a huge transformation. And it almost seems like you have to work harder for the money that you earn. So consider that in your daily work. Your 5th house of creativity, you can have some really huge lightning strike changes happening. It can happen with your children. And this house also represents gambling, so kind of watch that. But you are kind of lucky right now, but don't go overboard. Listen to your intuition before you buy that lottery ticket. Ask yourself, is this a good time now? And really use your intuition to guide you with that. Enter contests. It's not just about lottery tickets. So try going with that. Be careful with your health. This is a time that either being more alone, it could be a hospital stay, it could be getting arrested. You have the planet Jupiter and Mars together. It could be accidents. So be careful driving. A lot of accidents can be avoided if you're aware that you're at a prone time, and so that you just be extra alert while you're driving. You don't have to have the accident. Okay, Capricorn rising, you're going through major changes. This is, the sun is in Capricorn right now too, and Venus and Saturn and Pluto, all in your 1st house. So your personality is really changing. It's going to be harder for you to show the real you to people. So the changes you make are going to be a little harder for you. More work, I should say. But Capricorns are used to that. Your fourth house, you could move suddenly. Somebody could move in suddenly. I mean, something unexpected. It's not something that's, because Capricorns plan for everything. It's something that you're not going to see coming. Just be prepared for it. Could be a kid moving back home. They're going through a divorce, something. Something happens in your home and you have to move. Just changes. What is going to expand is your friends and your groups and organizations. So I find a couple of those to get involved with. And have fun with that, because Capricorns usually don't know how to have much fun. So I would invite you to find a fun group to get into. And also with Capricorns is getting out and getting connected to the earth. Spending some time hiking, walking, hopefully on the grass or just not on cement, but getting really connected with the earth. Aquarius rising, you're going through not knowing where your money's coming from, kind of. I'm not saying you're going to lose a job. In fact, your work is going to expand. Your career is going to expand. But you're just, it could be more going with starting up a consulting business. So it's not really like a planned paycheck, where it's more on commissions or, you know, getting, doing consulting work. So I'm not saying you're not going to have paychecks. It's just going to not be like a 40-hour work week kind of paycheck where you work 40 and get a paycheck. It's more a different type of work for you right now. But like I said, it's a great time because you can expand and do very well in a career right now. So your career is expanding. Look at different ways to create money. Even if it's doing a regular job, but then starting a side business until you get that built up. This is one that also you would need to be careful of accidents or landing in the hospital, so pay attention to your health. It could be even being arrested, so no drinking and driving on New Year's Eve. That would not be a good thing. Let's jump to Pisces. Pisces, I'm seeing is that they can have the Mars and Jupiter is hitting their 9th house of publications and higher education. So I see that as expanding and having energy there. So for the Pisces that kind of channel anyways and are very psychic, I would suggest starting to write that book and getting your personal truths out that you've spent lifetimes changing or gathering information. You are also, this would be a good time for public speaking. You have Mercury in your career section, and your career with Mercury is communication. So public speaking, writing, more in communications. So a career in communications. So think about expanding that right now. Also groups and organizations, helping humanity go forward. There's a lot of energy right there for you, and it's going to be a lot of hard work, but you will see a huge payoff doing it, because what we give out, we get back. So helping others and helping humanity go forward is a perfect time for you right now. I hope you enjoyed finding a little bit out how to navigate your month ahead for January 2018. And if you are having problems with figuring out your rising sign, please go to my website and contact me. It's all right there, and I will help you figure it out. But there are links for you to do that. And I can't wait to see you again in February.